Good morning, DFC, and welcome back to another lesson in grade 12 entrepreneurship. Today, we'll be working on the Unit 3 culminating activity, which is the venture or business plan. Venture plan, business plan, they mean the same thing, but over the next few days, we're going to learn how to use a template that I provide to create an effective venture or business plan for your business idea. So if you did a business plan in the grade 11 course, this one will be a little different. And I'm going to get into that in a moment. Please watch this video in its entirety to see how this assignment is supposed to be done and what you'll need to do. After watching the video, simply follow the instructions for each section of the business plan. And much of the content is just a review from Unit 2 and 3 in the daily practice activities. So if you did those, feel free to copy and paste information from those activities. And I'll show you what information goes where from which activities. Our marking, this is very important. This is one of 6 evaluation tasks assigned in the course. That means evaluation tasks will be marked by me and will count towards your final grade. In fact, this is worth 16.6% of your final grade. Now, there are 4 students who did business plans in the grade 11 course: Lewis, Adrian, Sarah, and Latoya. If you did a business plan in the previous course, you do not need to do this assignment at all. What I will do is I'll carry your marks from that course to this course. But if you are one of those 4 students and you still want to do a business plan, feel free to do it as well. But say if you got a 95 in the grade 11 course, I will give you a 95 on this assignment without having to do this at all. I'm doing that because the business plan in the grade 11 course was much more detailed and in-depth than this one, but they also had 3 weeks to work on it. So they had a lot more time. So this is a shorter business plan, but less time. This will be marked according to the rubric on the last page, which looks like this. Very important that there is a definite deadline for this assignment, which is Friday, April 30th, 1 minute before midnight. Any late submissions will be penalized 5% per day. There's a suggested timeline. This is what the remainder of the month looks like according to my schedule. So 3.4, 3.5, this is a evaluation task 2. This will be worth 16.6% of your final mark as well. But the Unit 3 culminating, I have the 21st to 27th planned out. The green stuff is Unit 3, and the yellow is Unit 4, your course culminating activity. And this is your website, this yellow. So just a reminder, it's due on the 30th. Now, to avoid falling behind, I highly recommend just doing 1 section of the business plan per day. There are 5 sections in total over 5 days. So say if you're doing this on April 21st, just worry about the executive summary today. But here's a schedule that you can follow. But the beauty of online learning is you can work at your own pace. If you want to crush this in, say, 2 days, feel free to. If you want to wait until the last day on the 29th to do it, I don't recommend that, but please feel free to do so. But the absolute easiest path to follow is this timeline, doing 1 section per day over 5 days. And for example, the executive summary looks like this. And that's the remainder of the business plan. I'm going to get into more detail about that. But I'm just going to go into my schedule here. Boop. All right. So you'll have to the 27th in class to work on it is due on the 30th. And then everything, absolutely everything in the course needs to be submitted on the 6th because that is the last day of class. On 7th at 9 a.m., I have report cards due, which means if you hand it in on the 7th at noon, it's too late. So please get everything in at noon on the 6th. If it's not, it doesn't show up on the report card. Okay, so your business plan is essentially fill in the blank. On day 1, just worry about the executive summary. And this is just stuff you've done throughout the entire course. And what I would recommend is when you're filling in the blanks, just write, my business idea is a snow shoveling and lawn care company. It will be run by myself, and I will travel to customers' houses to perform my service. That's all you need to do. After you've written your ideas, just delete my instructions. You don't need them anymore. I'm just going to delete what I wrote. So yeah, write your ideas, then delete my instructions, and then you can move on to the next section. So for a lot of the sections, I stated where you can find this information if you did the daily practice assignments. So your mission statement from 2.7 goes here. So that's when you can go back to 2.7, writing a mission statement. And then your mission statement, if you did that assignment, should be right here. You can just copy and paste that. If you didn't do it, well, then you have to do it. That's why I really recommend doing the daily activities, because they are for your practice. They're to help you out. So most sections of the business plan are like that. If you did the unit 2 and 3 work, you're going to breeze through this business plan because the work has already been done. For example, see activity 2.5, see activity 2.4 if you did it, see activity 2.3. So day 1, just worry about the executive summary. Next, we have your financial plan. So these are just charts that you'd fill in or copy and paste if you already did the information. Next is operation plan. This should be day 3. So like I said, here's where you can find the information. Hopefully you did it. If not, you'll have to do it from the ground up. Organization chart. So how to do all these charts are listed in the activity in the video lessons. So if you want to know how to do an organizational chart, watch the video for activity 2.8, managing resources. I show you how to do that. If I showed everyone how to do all the sections of the business plan, this video would be an hour long and no one would watch it. But each video lesson was about 10 minutes in length. Production plan flowchart, that's for part 4. So watch the video in activity 2.8. Marketing plan, this is the last section. And if you did activity 3.3 marketing mix, you'll have no problem being able to answer all these things, including corporate social responsibility, who'd be your competitors, and what competitive advantages you'll have. So in total, there are 5 sections to the business plan that can be completed by following the instructions. Remember to, after writing your ideas, just delete my instructions. And I'll even put a note right here to delete my instructions afterward, because then you just move on to the next section. You don't need to worry about, you don't need my instructions there. All right, so this is how your business plan, venture plan will be marked. 20 marks for completion, so how complete it is. Have you addressed all these sections? Depth of responses, how much thought and detail you put into each section of the business plan. 20 marks for writing, how well written is this business plan? And finally, research and effort, how well have you utilized the previous assignments, your time management, and overall effort in creating this business plan. You'll get 20 marks for that in total. It's out of 80 marks. So the best way to get a good mark in this assignment is follow this plan. Try to please answer in full sentences where it's appropriate. For charts, you don't need full sentences, but make sure your writing is clear and easy to understand, and try to complete each section to the best of your abilities. If you don't know how to complete a section, visit me in Google Meet, send me an email, or just give your best guess. And for some charts, say if you only have 2 startup items, feel free to add or delete rows as necessary. You just right-click on a chart, you can insert or delete rows. Okay, I think that explains the business plan. And as usual, if you have any questions, feel free to visit me. But please remember, if you're Sarah, Adrian, Lewis, or Latoya, you don't have to worry about this assignment because you already did a much larger business plan in the grade 11 course. Everyone else, this will be worth 16.6% of your final mark. Good luck, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.